Hello, my name is Richard, and welcome to the Darkest Timeline. Today, I am going to be teaching you about the only facts in life that really matter, especially when it comes to the sensitive topic about raccoons and how many you can fit into your anus at one time. Now, it is a highly contested field. I'm by no means the only person involved in this, but I'm the only one that's going to tell you the truth. And that's just a fact. Everyone else, they might say, oh, you can fit, I don't know, 3 or 10 or 1,000. They're fucking liars. I'll be the first one to tell you. And I'm sorry, I know that at this point, you must be thinking to yourself, my life, it's a goddamn lie. I was always told that it was upwards of 5 whole raccoons up my keister. But that's just not true. Let me give you the facts today. And only the facts. The stuff that's important to you and myself as a human being, and not just as a human being. As a human being with a butthole. Is that what we all are? Isn't that what it boils down to at the end of the day? What are we, if not butthole-having people? Now, I know you're here for the facts, because in science that's all that really matters. Sometimes there are no right answers, but sometimes, like now, there are right answers. And without those right answers, without telling you them, I would be doing you a disservice, because you've come to me to be your guide on this journey to enlightenment. Now here it is. There are 2 main facts. These are the bottom lines, if you will. See what I did there? Don't take that. It's mine. Fuck you. Now, when it comes to this science, you have to have an equation. You have number of raccoons plus butthole stretchage. When it comes down to it, those are the 2 things you have to focus on. And you may think, I can't fit a whole raccoon up my butt. That's impossible. Look at the size of those fuckers. They're huge. But I'm here to tell you, it's a toxic mindset. You can put your mind to this. You can do it. I'm here to tell you, you can fit more raccoons than you think, but not too many, which we'll circle back around to later, but that's fine. Now consider this. You may assume that you can't stretch above an inch or 2. That's where you're wrong. It is scientifically recorded. This has been tested and proven. You can stretch your asshole up to 7 inches without any kind of damage, with enough effort and work put into it. And that's where it really comes down to, is your willingness to grow as a human being, both emotionally and physically. And then the second fact, and this is also an important one. How small a hole can these guys fit into? The answer is surprising, because you look at this guy and you think, that's a big fucking head. What am I going to do with that? Well, I'm here to tell you that raccoons can fit in small holes around 4 inches, which, if you remember, and I said the human anus can stretch to about 7 inches, that leaves enough wiggle room that with the correct amount of effort and training, you can fit 2 of those fuckers up there. And that is the bottom line. That is what we as a society need to strive towards. 2 raccoons up your butthole. Now, as you watch what some would foolishly consider a descent into madness, I have to tell you that this has science behind it. It's got the math. 7 minus 4 minus 4 is -1. But that's a negative mindset. That's all it is. You can do anything you put your mind in a butthole to. That's the beauty of this. But you can't go too far. And you want to know how I know? I have the notes. I have the science right here with illustrations. And science is nothing without little doodles. You don't let anyone tell you otherwise. You don't think Stephen Hawking drew little doodles of raccoons and buttholes? You're dead wrong. Now, here's the thing. I understand that you may want to try for 3, maybe even 4 raccoons. That's dangerous. Like Icarus, you should not fly too close to the sun, my friend. You should stay at the nice middle ground. 1 raccoon, too little. 3, too much. Now, as I mentioned, you don't want to put too many of those little fuckers in there, and I'll tell you why. The first being, it'll create a deeply unpleasant experience for both you and the raccoons, and they are now living inside of you. That's the important part. You treat them with the care, the love, and the respect they deserve. They will treat you with that same love and care and respect right back. This is a give and take relationship, a symbiotic relationship, if you will. And you don't want to fuck with that, because at the end of the day, if you stuff too many of those guys in there, you could be faced with what I would consider catastrophic anal repercussions, and we don't want that, do we? I really hope you don't, because if you do, there's probably a subreddit for that. Go look on the internet, you fucking weirdo. Now, with anything in life, you have to find your happy middle ground. Again, as I said, too little, not great. Too many, catastrophic. That's the word of the day. Catastrophic. Don't fuck with the number of raccoons. But you also have to work your way up. And sometimes maybe you have a smaller frame. Maybe you have a less lenient or forgiving asshole, in which case your goal is to find something that works for you. Maybe a smaller raccoon, not one of those big fuckers. Not like that guy. That guy's eating fucking grapes all day. You see that? That's 10 hours of one raccoon eating grapes. How did they afford all these grapes? That's a lot of fucking grapes, my guy. So when it comes down to it, you can get the smaller ones, the medium-sized raccoons, which you can just find those outside. They're fucking everywhere, especially in larger cities. You walk out and there's one of those buggers just mowing down on some garbage. You just catch it. But again, remember, it's a give and take relationship. You have to let them warm up to you after the initial catch. For this next section, I'm going to refer to my notes because my brain is just so filled with useful information that sometimes I trip over my thoughts, especially when it's so bogged down with inane bullshit, like people asking, why are you catching that rodent? Why are you trying to put it up someone's butthole? Are you allowed to do that? Where are the police? You can't stop me, no one can. I'll put as many raccoons up as many buttholes as I want. But anyways, on to the facts, because that's why we're here. Now, you may need some tips and tricks on getting this to work for you, because it's not an easy process. You have to work for it. You have to want it. And if you're here watching this, I guarantee you do almost as much as I do. Because a raccoon in the butthole, that's a fucking game changer. Now, there are certain tricks, the tried and true. You take a glob of peanut butter and you just right up there, right up the butt. They fucking love that. They'll go right up there. Be like nobody's goddamn business. And that's a good starting point. But what if they don't like peanut butter? Well, there are other things you could try, like Nutella, but we all know how that looks, and that's not what you want. You want to maintain a classy, dignified, outgoing persona with the raccoons, because truly you have ascended. You have become the higher class, the big brains of society. because you have 3 of those brains inside of you, and at least 2 of them are in your butthole. Now here's the problem. Sometimes it's not about a lack of effort or enthusiasm for this particular action. Sometimes you just can't get there, and that's fine. We have solutions for you. The first being, remember, you got to use a little bit of speed. You can't just say, get up there, and expect them to do it. You both have to want it. We know this. What you have to do is strategize. Speed, power, they're your friends. You have to run. You have to get them to run up. Like fucking Sonic the Hedgehog, but less prickly and more butthole. You gotta get that fucker run. Jump. Right up there. Without the speed and power, you are nothing. You are a maggot. And you need that. You need the raccoon. Now I get it. Unlike me, you're just starting out. This is new to you. You don't know where to start. I can tell you right now, hamsters, they're the way. They have a similar body type. They can also stuff themselves into different sized holes. Now, where the trials haven't been as extensive with them, I can tell you that you can easily get one of those guys where it needs to go, and they are so easy. You shove a carrot up there and they're like a fucking bloodhound for it. So, start with a hamster, maybe 2, throw a 3rd or 4th in there. Work your way up. There's no shame in that. And remember, you can ask for help. I'm here to support you. There's a thriving community, mostly on Craigslist, the place of champions and scientists, and also a place where you can get a gallon of wolf semen for a very reasonable price, but that's another business venture that I'm not going to get into. That's my $1 million idea. Fuck off. And last thing is, just go to the hardware store. Go to your local Home Depot or whatever the fuck you guys have in whatever country you're from, and really ask yourself, how can I make this work for me? You're not alone. There's strategies, there are people, there's customer service. You go up to them and you just lay down the law. You say, listen, friend, I have an issue with raccoons and my butthole. And shh, don't stop me just yet. Don't kick me out. What I need from you, good sir, or madame, I need your highest quality and best strength animal lubricant. You're good to go. You just need the one bucket. You can stuff them in, and you can get an entire fucking raccoon just sopping wet, and then it can go right up there. Take it from a professional, a scientist, and a scholar like myself. Now, you fools and peasants, you may be wondering, why would I do this? This seems weird, and like I'll be judged at work for it, and the internet and my parents will disown you, but it doesn't matter because of the health benefits that comes with this. This is a game changer. It's a life changer. You will be more than they will. You won't need your parents anymore. You'll have a new family and they'll live up your butt. Now, here's just the facts. You'll have more adrenaline coursing through your body because all you have to do is give your hips a little shake, agitate them a bit. It'll get those teeny little claws out, and it'll get your fucking heart going because you have little sharp needles inside your butthole. But it's fine because you are better than them. You will never feel tired again. You will have adrenaline coursing through your body every goddamn minute of the day, whenever you want. It's a life hack in the most literal kind of way. Now, second of all, you don't have to worry about diseases, cancer. You don't have to worry about old age because you won't live long enough for that. These fuckers take your life expectancy down by at least 50 years, guaranteed. And for someone like you and me, our best years are the first 50. Why would we need the other ones? Besides, the world, it's on fire right now. Political bullshit is everywhere. The world is burning, the oceans are rising, but you have a raccoon. That's all you really need. That's all you need. Now, when it comes to health benefits, there's nothing more appealing than not having to worry about garbage. You'll save like $17 a year. $17 fucking dollars. That's like half of a Starbucks coffee or something. I don't know. Because I don't need coffee anymore because I have a raccoon at my butt. And here's the thing, you don't have to worry about garbage because they take care of it. You have scrap food. Imagine how much time you spend pushing that fucker in the garbage. You don't have to worry about that anymore. All you have to do is put the fucker down on the floor and crouch over it. You're good to go. Those little buggers will stick their little greedy hands out and nom it all up. You don't have to worry about that anymore. You've saved hours of your time. So much pain and heartbreak watching you throw out 3-day-old Mr. Noodles. Never again. Never again. Now I hear you saying, Richard, Dr. Richard, Captain Richard, my lord, I am in the military. What do I do? Training. You're not the only one that can go through boot camp. If you put enough time and effort into this, those raccoons can fight on command. They'll just pop right out and they'll fight your battles for you. You never have to worry about it again. You have 2 little guard dogs, but better and up your butt. That's all that really matters. Through all of this, all of these health benefits, all of this life-changing experience, you'll have a new lease on life. Your anxiety will just melt away. You don't have to do vacations anymore. You can work 100,000 hours a week. It doesn't matter. You're going to feel great. You will be invincible. All because of this beautiful, beautiful discovery. I haven't slept in 7 days. I feel amazing. Now, at the end of all of this, I know you're convinced. I know, because I was, and I just had dinner with several wealthy businessmen and Redditors, and they all loved this idea too. They loved it. They're giving me shit tons of money now for this. I'm rich, baby. You can tell by the jacket and the face on my wall. Poor people don't have faces on their wall. That's some bougie rich person art. It's fucking weird. And I'm now part of that group because I have ascended like you will. You have nothing to fear anymore. We may have destroyed our economy. We may be going back into a recession. God is dead. We killed him. But the raccoons live on, and so will you. Your life will never be the same going forward. You're better now. You're one of us. There's no looking back. Thank you for joining me on what is truly a journey. Something beautiful to be celebrated. And I'm so happy that you're here with me to look forward into a brighter but much shorter future. Not only will you thank me, but your butthole's gonna thank you. It's only your new family of furry friends that live inside of you. I envy you for getting to experience this for the first time. I wish I could go back. But just remember, at the end of the day, it's only 2. The butthole can stretch 7 inches and raccoons can fit in holes 4 inches. Don't push your goddamn luck. Don't try and tempt fate. Don't fly too close to the sun. They will burn and you will drown in an ocean of your own mistakes. And I'm still happy for you. Anyways, I am Dr. Captain Lord Richard. Thank you for joining me today. Don't call the cops. They will not come. And don't call a therapist either. I'm already on a wait list. Don't worry about it. You're good. Bye.